This tutorial is going to show you how to create isometric model number 4. Isometric model number 4 is over here. I'm going to go ahead and show you what that shape looks like. And taking a look at it, I'm trying to brainstorm here how we can model this in Inventor. I'm thinking we can go ahead and make a rectangular block, create a circle on this side, extrude cut that out, create a circle from the top, extrude cut that out, sorry, and probably put a point on the front of the view and go ahead and create a hole and bring that all the way through. So I'm going to go ahead and load up a new part, start a new sketch, and start on the XY plane here. Create a rectangle, lock it in on the XY 0, 0 coordinate. And I'm going to dimension this. Oh, sorry, let me just take this out of the way here. Dimension it. If I look at my block and count it, zoom in here, and count how many spaces I have. And that's 4, 6, 8, 9. And remember, our grid spacing here is 0.25 for every block, and that's 9. So it looks like my length of this block is going to start at 4.25. All right, so I guess when I just went ahead and dropped my rectangle, it went a little smaller than I needed, and the height is going to be, if I can see my height here, and count my blocks, that's 5, and it looks like it's going to be 2.25. All right, so now in my block, finish my sketch. So I finish my sketch, I'm going to hit extrude and bring it back to the depth of the block. And if I look back here, I'm going to count how many blocks, and that's 2, 4, 6. So it looks like 6 blocks times 0.25, and my distance is going to be 6. Oh, I'm sorry, 3. Not 63, 3. All right. And here is my block without any of these features cut out. So let's go ahead and start on this side to cut that part out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click my left side and just start a new sketch on this side. And if you look at the shape, it looks like there's a circle that's locked in the corner here. I'm going to drop the circle. And if I go back to my drawing, I'm going to see that the circle, if I were to put the midpoint here, is 4 blocks from the midpoint, if you can see that. It's 4 blocks, so it looks like my radius is going to be 1. My diameter, which is the entire length of the circle, is going to be 2. So I'm going to dimension this, and there's my arrow goes all the way across, so that is going to be my diameter. And I said the diameter was going to be 2. Am I correct? Nope, I'm sorry. My radius is 1, and yeah, there we go. That looks better, right? F4. So I'm going to hit finish. And this is where I'm going to come in. I'm going to go to extrude. Now before I click on anything, I just want to show you the side view here. It defaults to extrude join, but we're going to go to extrude cut. And I'm going to go ahead and point the direction, and that's going to go into the shape. And if I count on my drawing here, it goes in 4 blocks, so that's 1. So my distance is going to be 1. And once I click that, now you'll see on my shape, if I go to the front view, let's go ahead and do that. That is where I'm going to have the cut. But actually, I kind of screwed up here because that cut isn't at 1. Actually, the distance is at 2. So this kind of shows you how to go back to fix that dimension. So I apologize for that. But if you saw how I did that, you can go to right click, edit feature, and that will bring that back up. So I was able to change that from 1 to 2. Now I'm going to go ahead and create this part here, this circle. And it looks like the best way to do it is to create a circle on the top view and extrude cut it that way. So I'm going to go ahead and create another sketch. So sketch 3 shows up here. I'm going to create a circle. I'm going to lock the center of my circle with that green point. I'm going to drop it here. And if I look on the drawing, it looks like it is my diameter. Let's get this correct this time. My diameter is 2. My radius is 1. So I'm going to dimension that. It's close, but we're going to go ahead and put it 2. Finish my sketch. Now if I put it in my isometric view, I'm going to extrude cut. Now this is distance. Now last time we had to set our distance because there was actually a distance that the cut stopped at. But this one doesn't have a distance. So I'm going to go ahead and put all. Once I hit OK, you'll see that it has, there we go. It cuts the entire part out. This part's a little tricky. We have this hole. So what I'm going to do is, there's 2 ways to do this. You can actually draw a circle in the front view and extrude cut that, but I'm going to show you a different feature of Inventor. I'm going to go ahead and create a sketch on my front view, and I'm going to create a point. So that will let me use the whole feature once I finish the sketch. But before I do that, I'm going to locate the center of this circle. So if I picture my center mark here, it looks like it is 0.5 from the top edge and 3 blocks away, which is 0.75 from the side edge. So I'm going to dimension from the top edge to here at 0.5, and then dimension it from here to here at 0.75. See if that looks correct. Nope, I'm sorry. It's going to be 1.25. There you go. All right, so now I can go into hole, and if I click on hole, what's really neat is this new command will come up, and it has all these features. But for the purpose of this, we're just going to stick with a simple hole, and go ahead and just call it drilled. We don't have any points or counterbores or countersinks yet. And then they asked for the diameter, so if I look at it, it looks like it is just 1 block. Right, so it's at 0.25. Hit OK, and there your hole goes all the way through. From my isometric view, and it looks like isometric model 4. There we go. This is what your part should look like when you're done with it. Then you can go ahead and file save as isometric model number 4.